Hello everyone, I am Kabir and you're watching Sounds from Saints. This channel that I've made is for people who are on their spiritual journeys in at whichever stage it might be. Um, it's my expression, my way of giving back to the world, uh, to other souls who are on their own spiritual journeys, and trying to figure things out, just like I am, just like many other people are. I don't have all the wisdom that I can share and answer everything. And this is not a channel where I am wanting to say that I know it all. This is just my attempt of expressing, uh, trying to come back to connecting with the collective. It's I for a long time in my life I have been keeping myself very reserved. Recently, I have been feeling that there is a need for me to express. Not saying the world needs me or anything, but if there is anything that I share from my experiences which helps people, which gives them some answers, uh, that would be very valuable to me, and I hope to some people as well. So, today I would like to talk about a very basic concept, which is how one can find grounding in themselves. When we talk about grounding, I am not mentioning grounding yourself, making yourself humble, or keeping yourself, you know, very calm or just peaceful. When I talk about grounding, I'm saying it from a perspective of how to secure yourself. Um, how is how you do that is basically, first of all, why securing yourself. So my understanding why grounding is important is for people who have been working with energy dynamics, trying to understand, studying about them, learning this science, this metaphysical science. When we are in our thoughts, first of all, thoughts are the first step to creation or transformation of anything. When we are in our thoughts, just like a tree, how when it grows, it keeps branching out, one branch coming out from another and from another and so on. Just like that, our thoughts are also capable of branching out from one thought to another. And I'm sure people who are not even consciously doing it would associate with this example, that we end up finding ourselves branching out from one topic to the other, to the other, to the other, and so on. Now, what happens when we keep doing that without being aware of it? That is the important part in this example. When we are not aware of branching out in our mind so much, our energy fragments, which is pieces of our own soul, or which travel through vibrations. Uh, Thoughts are also vibrations, in movement. When we keep thinking, we keep branching out without awareness. Our soul fragments, our energy pieces, they also travel in some, uh, quantity with those thoughts. The stronger your feeling, your emotion with that thought, the more your soul fragment or your energy fragment will keep traveling with it. When we talk about, like, we some people talk like, oh, there's an evil eye, or oh, there's I'm feeling, that I've absorbed someone's energy. How does that happen? When you are allowing someone to vent on you, or when you're allowing someone to send those vibrations, good, bad, that's not the the point here. Whatever you are allowing to, enter your space, to affect you internally, consciously or subconsciously, that brings a change in your energy being, which can in turn have effects on you physically, mentally, or even in your surrounding to a certain degree. In the same manner, when you are the one who's sending those vibrations, when you are the one who's sending any kind of energy, be it love, be it hatred, be it anger, be it pain, be it sorrow, be it, no matter what emotion is backing that thought, uh, that vibration, it's gonna go to that directed destination. Along with that, you are sending a piece of your energy also. And if you're not conscious of your emotions, and you're not conscious of what energy you're sending with those emotions, most of the times, even if you are able to retain some of it, a small portion of your energy is going to go to wherever you're sending it. That is why when there are times when you're really close to someone, be it a friend, be it a parent, a child, a relation, your partner, your wife, your girlfriend, anyone you have strong emotions towards, you might have come across these situations where you're thinking about someone and they just call you back, or they sometimes you're thinking about someone and they just show up. Now, sometimes you sending those vibrations is what they are catching on to. But at times, them coming around you also, because of their vibration and your sync with their vibration, their frequency, gives you their thought. So it's not always that you are the one who's thinking about them, that's why they've come to you. Sometimes they are the one who are in your vicinity, or they are the one who are thinking about it. That's why you've got their thought in your mind. This, how does this happen? This is because your frequency and that person's frequency are with respect to some emotion, are on a similar scale. They are synchronized in with that emotion. Uh, and at that time, you will eventually find something or the other thing happening where you guys would connect with each other in one or the other way. Now, why I'm explaining this is, and how does it relate to grounding, is when we are doing something consciously, that's, a person's own choice. But for people, most people, things happen unconsciously or subconsciously also. When we are not able to stay in constant awareness of our emotions, our thoughts, certain vibrations go out of bounds, out of our space, and we are not even aware of it. That is when it becomes hard for those energies of our own energies to reach back to us and integrate with our soul. Uh, because you could be doing all kinds of practices, meditations, different exercises, I don't know, could be anything, yoga, could be mindful, um, reading, could be mindful, meditation also. Now, anything that you would be doing is going to help you. But some of it's like, in easy language, I would say it's like you have a tank that you're filling with something, but you have a leak. So what grounding does is it helps you not have that leak, and it's a precaution. It's a way of securing your energy to yourself for those unconscious and subconscious times when you might lose a piece of your energy or pieces of your energies, uh, which are not your choice. So how do we find that grounding in ourselves? For that, we need to understand that in regular language, when we talk about grounding, we talk about either, you know, in physical language, I would say, oh, come down to the ground. Yes, reach as close to the ground as possible. In your mental way, in terms of social awareness related topics, I would say that yes, ground yourself. It means that be a little humble, or be aware of of where you are, what you're talking to, who you are talking to. In that way, understand the dynamics here. When it comes to energy dynamics, I am in towards this topic, with reference to this topic, with my perspective here, I am saying you do not need to find, the soul does not work in that same manner. Soul does not work in directions, with directions. It does not work like this is down or this is up or this is left or right. The soul is not, it's not bound by time or space completely. This is a very complex topic, so I won't go too much into time and space right now. But to explain what is the center that a soul finds to ground itself, like, if there's a plane, if you want to ground it, you need to bring it down to the land. But if you want to ground your soul, how do you do that? The centermost core of your being is what you assume as your ground, which is, you could think of it, if you're doing chakra work, uh, your solar plexus or your heart chakra. Most people find the root to be the core of everything, which is true in its own manner. But over here, I am not asking you to go down to the root or go to the crown or to the solar plexus or to the heart. What I'm talking about is, if you are assuming, in the shape of a body, you assume your own soul in that way. At that time, imagine the centermost point in that diagram of your, or that silhouette of your soul, or that light orb, whatever you want to create or assume your soul to be. Imagine the centermost point. If your soul was a round, like a sphere, like the earth, imagine the centermost point to be the point where you ground your soul. So when you assume that, that is where you need to pull all your energy back. When we talk about grounding, we automatically feel something deep in our root, which is the energy dynamics pulling you down to your root chakra. But for people who are not practitioners of energy studies or spiritual, work or awakening, for them the easiest manner is to assume a sphere, a circle, or a ball, to be your soul. Imagine, assume, you picture yourself as a ball, of light, and assume the centermost point to be your soul. Sit on it. Like how people meditate, you don't need to always sit for 10 hours or 1 hour or half an hour of meditation to do that. Yes, if you're able to do that, it's got its own benefits. It's a way of reaching higher stages of your journey. But for people who are not able to do that, what you can do is, in that bowl, just assume that point to be the center of your entire existence. All you need to do, and this you can do wherever you are, even if you're walking on the street, even if you're sitting in the middle of a movie, wherever you are, always try to bring your mind to that center, not seeing it as a third person. Do not witness this point, feel this point. By feeling, I mean, when you're sitting somewhere, let's say you're watching this video right now, if it's connecting with you, you might be completely absorbed by it. If it's not connecting with you, you might be completely in another, thought or whatever it is. But take a moment, take a breath, and then just realize that you are breathing, you are there. Where is your soul? Imagine that orb, that globe, that ball of light of yours. Witness yourself looking at that. Do not go outside. Do not think of yourself as a third person. Witnessing yourself is not only watching yourself. Witnessing yourself can be being in that zone and experiencing it. So when I say focus your awareness on this point, it means realize where you are, what you're doing, what is happening around you. Because understanding the duality of things helps a person to come closer to oneness. So this is the first step of coming closer to oneness. But you can't, as a collective, we people who are into spiritual practices or are aware of conscious awareness, um, they understand that the collective is rising. Now, when we talk collective is rising, we mean that the collective, as in all the souls that are in different places, in different forms, are coming into awareness of its own existence. That existence is what keeps you grounded. That existence is what I'm trying to tell you, that this existence is what you need to focus on. Come into realization that there is an existence. You are not just this body, you are not just this mind. There is a soul inside, which is integrated with this mind and body. When this integration is not functioning right, is when you start having issues like physical issues, mental issues, anxieties, restlessness. These are subtle hints. Major diseases, traumas that can lead to certain tumors, certain cancers. These things are the things that happen when your body and your soul is your energy body and your physical body is not in alignment with itself. So the easiest way, I'm not saying that until the time a person goes through something like this, then only they need to do this. I am trying to share an understanding of how one can protect themselves, their energy, without having to reach the point of destruction and then looking for a cure or a way to make their lives better. This way of coming to your own center, this way of realizing the self within, the way of witnessing without being a third party to your own self, is what helps you ground yourself in any situation. This is a very basic, explanation of how to ground yourself. But I am sharing this basic as my first video on this channel, because for those people especially who are not at all uh, you know into any kind of energy work, into any kind of spiritual work, into any kind of studies of sorts, where they can understand certain issues and address to them and find a fix for them. This is a very easy fix for your restlessness, for your sudden emotion outbursts, sudden changes in your moods. This is one thing which will help you bring back some peace, some calmness into yourself. I hope whoever has been watching this video um, found something that could help them in their journeys, in their life, in their spiritual practices, in their materialistic lives as well. And I will try to keep bringing new topics with an easy understanding, so that you can further benefit and find answers that you might be looking for but haven't found answers to. Until then, God bless.